Hello everyone, and welcome to 3-Minute Reviews. Today, I'm going to give you my in-depth review of Helldivers 2, the sequel to the co-op shooter that pits you against hordes of aliens and robots in a galactic war. I played Helldivers 2 on PlayStation 5 for about 10 hours, and I'm going to tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and whether it's worth your time and money. Let's dive in. First of all, let me say that Helldivers 2 is a huge improvement over the original game in many ways. The most obvious one is the change of perspective. Instead of the top-down view of the first game, Helldivers 2 adopts a third-person view that brings you closer to the action and the enemies. This makes the game more immersive, dynamic, and visceral, as you can see the details of the environments, the weapons, and the gore. The graphics are also stunning, with crisp textures, realistic lighting, and smooth animations. The game runs at a solid 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5. With no noticeable slowdowns or glitches. The gameplay of Helldivers 2 is also very fun and addictive. The core loop is simple. You and up to 3 other players drop into a randomly generated planet, complete a series of objectives, and then extract to your ship. Along the way, you have to fight off waves of enemies that vary depending on the faction you're facing, the bugs, the cyborgs, or the illuminates. Each faction has its own strengths and weaknesses, and you have to adapt your strategy accordingly. For example, the bugs are fast and agile, but vulnerable to fire and explosives, while the cyborgs are heavily armored and armed, but slow and predictable. To survive, you have to make use of your loadout, which consists of your primary weapon, your secondary weapon, and your stratagems. Stratagems are special abilities that you can call down from orbit, such as airstrikes, turrets, mechs, vehicles, and more. They're essential to your success, as they can turn the tide of a battle or save you from a sticky situation. However, they also have a cooldown and a limited number of uses, so you have to use them wisely. You also have to be careful not to hit your teammates or yourself with them, as friendly fire is always on in Helldivers 2. One of the coolest features of Helldivers 2 is the Game Master system, which adds a layer of unpredictability and challenge to the game. Basically, there are human game masters who monitor your gameplay and can tweak your co-op fights in real time. They can drop in extra stratagems, buffs, or debuffs, depending on how you're doing and what they think will make the game more fun or interesting. For example, they might give you a 500 kilograms bomb to use against a tough enemy, or they might extend the extraction time to make you sweat a bit more. This system is very innovative and adds a lot of replay value and variety to the game. Another cool feature is the Galactic War, which is the overarching campaign that connects all the players and missions. The Galactic War is a dynamic and persistent war that lasts for months or years, and it depends on the collective efforts of all the players. You can choose which faction to fight against, and your actions will affect the progress of the war and the difficulty of the missions. You can also earn rewards and ranks for your contributions, and participate in events and community goals. The Galactic War gives Helldivers 2 a sense of purpose and scale, and makes you feel like you're part of a bigger cause. Some issues of the game is a lack of customization and progression. Helldivers 2 has a lot of weapons and stratagems to unlock and use, but you can't really customize them or upgrade them. You can only change their color and name, which is not very satisfying. I wish there were more options to modify your loadout, such as adding attachments, perks, or skins. The progression system is also very basic, as you only level up your rank and earn research points, which you can use to unlock more weapons and stratagems. There's no skill tree, no stats, no achievements, no trophies, nothing to really show off your skills or achievements. I hope the developers will add more depth and variety to the progression and customization systems to make the game more rewarding and personal. Finally, there is the issue of the live service roadmap. Helldivers 2 is a live service game, which means it will be updated and supported for a long time after launch. However, the developers have not revealed much about their plans or vision for the game's future. They have confirmed that they will add free post-launch story updates, as well as the Illuminates faction, but they have not given any details or dates for them. They've also not mentioned anything about paid DLCs, expansions, seasons, or events. I hope the developers will be more transparent and communicative with the community and share their roadmap and vision for Helldivers 2. Overall, I think Helldivers 2 is a great co-op shooter that offers a lot of fun, challenge, and replayability. It has amazing graphics, gameplay, and features, and it's a blast to play with friends. It also has a lot of potential to grow and improve over time, with more content and updates. However, It also has some flaws and limitations that might affect your enjoyment or longevity. It lacks content and variety, customization and progression, and a clear roadmap and vision. It's not a perfect game, but it's a very good one. I'm going to give Helldivers 2 a score of 8 out of 10. It's a game that I highly recommend to anyone who likes co-op shooters, sci-fi, or just having a good time with friends. It's a game that will make you laugh, scream, and cheer. And it's a game that will keep you coming back for more. Helldivers 2 is available now on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.